Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. So more than a year ago, I have tested a wireless Apple CarPlay device that you can actually project on your main display, but you have to use a browser and connect to IP address on that device for it to work, and it has quite a lag on the display, and also it sometimes disconnected a lot while you use it or get in and get out of the car. So in today's video, I want to show you something different. This is the integrated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless connection that integrated on your main display. This is the main display, not a browser. You can turn on, turn off, and it has the permanent, as you can see here, a permanent CarPlay button on your main display, which is really cool. So in today's video, I'll show you what comes in the box, and then step-by-step easy installation. Shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to install, and then we'll test it out and see how this device will work in my Tesla Model Y. Now let's go. Let's see what comes in the box of this new integrated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. And here what came in the box. Let's take a closer look. So this is the box that will be communicating to the main MCU of the car, because this unit actually embed the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto onto your main screen. That's why it's be able to project the full Apple CarPlay on the display, not on the browser anymore. And so this is the output, input, and this is where you connect the power to the unit. And this is all the coding that you have to follow, the instructions, and also the antenna for the unit, because you'll be connecting your phone to this unit, and this unit will transfer all the information from your phone, Apple CarPlay, to the car's main computer. And this is the OBD port, wire harness, and the power port. So we'll be connecting this wiring to the right hand side or passenger side OBD port, and these two cables are the cables to connect to the main MCU or main computer of the car via these two ports right here. Alright, now we saw everything that came in the box. Let me show you where you can get this new Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integrated unit for your Model 3 and Model Y. You can get this new integrated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for Model 3 and Model Y from TeslaC or TeslaC.com. As you can see here, there are 3 different options for you to choose. Make sure you choose the right one for your car. Also, the driver's side, make sure you choose the right one. And if you are interested, you can use my special discount code DADTC for extra 26% off, and this is the price after the discount. Now let's go and install it in the Model Y. Now let's start with the installation. So first thing first, we have to remove few panels here. Okay, so first panel we'll be removing is the 2 panels right here. So one is on the inside and one is on the outside, the one that attaching to the glove box. So because we have to locate the MCU unit, the main computer unit of this car, right underneath the passenger side glove box, just right about here. So in order to remove those panels, you will need a T20 torque screwdriver and a plastic trim removal tool, also a clip removal tool. I got a few of these tools from Amazon, the whole set. I use it a lot in these videos on my channel, so I'll put the link below. Alright, now let's remove this panel first on the inside, the one that attaching with the light. So to remove this panel, you have to remove the 4 plastic locking clips first. So 1 right here, 2, 3, and number 4 right over here. So use one of these plastic clip removal tool. It's really easy to remove. Just push it in and then pull it, and the clip should come out just like so. So remove all 4 of them. Alright, so after this one is removed, actually we don't have to remove this piece at all. I thought we would have to remove this piece because this, after remove this one out, as you can see, we can actually access this plug right here. This purple one on the way left hand side, that's only one that we have to access. So if you're able to access that, you'll have to remove anything else here. After that, you can just unplug the light from this panel, so it's easier to work on this space right here, and then the speaker. There you go. Alright, so next thing here, we have to remove this panel, and the rubber seal on the passenger door. So just first remove the rubber seal first, and then we have to remove this panel right here. So first remove this one, and then this one right here, and then this one has a little plastic locking clip, so use the same tool to remove this one. Now we should be able to remove the whole thing. The door seals covers right here, and then there's another plastic clip right over here, so use the same tool again. And now we have the whole access to this panel right here. So we have a power here, so we have to access the power from the car, and then we have the OBD, open OBD port, the blue one right over here, right here. And so since I didn't remove this panel, I think it's different from, I read the instruction that they give me to remove this whole panel, but it's so totally different from what the instruction was. So I just removed this panel, and I have the full access to the computer unit here. As you can see, it said the computer unit there. So this whole thing is the main computer unit for the car. But the one thing that I need to find is the place to put the box. So this is probably like 4" by 3. I probably have to put it somewhere in this area right here. So I would have to hide it somewhere in here, try to fit it in here, and then just close the panel back in. I have to make sure it doesn't, you know, damage or block anything in this space. All right, so we have the full access here now. Let's connect the cable to the box first. Alright, so I plugged everything into the box. So first, connect the antenna, then the power cable. So this power cable connects to the wire harness with the OBD plug, and then the power supply. So this will connect to the side panel that we remove, which is way over there. So this will connect, these two will connect to the main MCU unit or main computer unit of the car. So we have to unplug that purple that I showed you earlier from the car, and then plug into the out right here to the female, which is this one, and then we'll plug in the male back into the MCU unit. Okay, before we unplug anything, let's turn off the car first. Go to the main menu, and then safety, scroll all the way down, power, then power it off. There you go. So before we connect, let's make sure the dip switch is on the right location. So the dip switch is located right next to the antenna, as you can see here. So make sure it dips on 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8, and the rest are up. Now let's disconnect this this one right here. So this is only the access that we going to access the MCU unit, because this will go through, I believe, the main display. So let's unplug this one right there. Okay, so now it's removed. Now we have to connect that. So we have to connect this to the female from box. So you can't miss it because one is female and one is male. So connect the female one first from this plug right here that we just removed. This one. Alright, let's connect this one. There you go. Now it's connected. Now we have the male one left, which is this one right here. Okay, so just connect the male one from the box back into the car. There you go. Make sure it clicks. Now we have to connect the power and the OBD port from this side right here. So first let's connect the OBD port first. So the blue one right there, and then just plug in the white one from the box in there. There you go. Now it's in. Now we have to remove the power plug from the car first. So remove this one like so, and then insert the one from the box instead. And now we insert the one from the car back to the one from the box. There you go. Now the box should have the power from the car. I think I got everything connected. So I found a little space right over here. So I think we can put the box back here safely, and it shouldn't move around a lot. We can attach the double-sided tape on this side, and it just should be really snug in there. So we should have enough space to put everything back in the panels. But before we put everything in, let's test it out first. Since I just turned off the car, let's turn it on, and then we have to do the hard reset. So we have to hold the two buttons on the steering wheel. Let me show you. Alright, as you can see, when I try to start it up, nothing on the display. So now we have to hold the two buttons for 15 seconds on the steering wheel. There you go. Now the car is restarting, it's rebooting. Let me show you. So you see the Tesla logo right there. So it's rebooting at the moment. So finger crossed, hopefully we'll see something. As you can see, there's Apple CarPlay button on the lower left. It should be restarting right now. Let's see. Okay, it's rebooting. You see the icon right there? Alright, it's up. So if the car doesn't reboot, this is the instruction manual that I got. This is really early production box. So this is what I usually get. You know, super early production, not much of the manual to go through. So I'm pretty much testing it for all of you guys. So if your car doesn't reboot, so just change the dip switch to instead of 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, change to 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 down, and then try to reboot again. Right now, as you can see, you see the Apple CarPlay button just permanent on the display. So let's try to press that. So after I press that, you can choose between Apple CarPlay, High Car, and then Android Auto, and then setting. So I can just press Apple CarPlay and then just try to connect the Bluetooth to this name, I believe. We'll test that later in the video. Let's clean all of that up and then we do a testing. So I was able to manage the cables and then put the box right over here. You can kind of put double-sided tape in the back of the box right there, and then have it, stick to the panel. And I can close this one. Just manage all the cable and then put all the panels in place. Alright, now let's try to connect the CarPlay to my phone. As you can see here, there's a permanent button on the CarPlay right next to the main menu on the car. I think it's a little too close. They could just move it out a little bit further. There's a little space here, but yeah, hopefully in the future they can improve that part. But just press on that and then just select CarPlay, but you can select different one. It should all works. Go back again, CarPlay, and then it is Chinese at the moment, so just find that CarPlay. It should be this one right here. So let's go to the Bluetooth. As you can see, popped out on my Bluetooth right now. So it's connecting, and then pair, allow, requesting pairing. It's pairing at the moment. Connect. Alright, it should be connecting soon. So the first initial takes a little longer, but here we go. So now we have a full CarPlay. As you can see, I did not connect to a browser. So this is a main full CarPlay that you can use it right away in your car. So I tested the one with a browser before. So basically it's a wireless device that you connect the power to the car, and then it will just wirelessly connect it to a IP address, and then you connect via the browser. I have tested that for a few months, and it's been disconnected easily a lot of times. So this one is much more simple and easy to use. So you just connect that one time, and it should work every time you get in the car. So as you can see, you have map, and then voice, and then everything else. So all the app that is CarPlay compatible, you should be able to use here, just like any other CarPlay devices. So you have phone, maps, Google Maps, any apps, Waze here, plug share. Let's try Waze. I think I have to update the Waze. So let's go back. I'll update Waze app. Let's try Google Map. See, it popped up right away. It doesn't have any lag at all. Let me update Waze app in my phone and then try Waze again. Right, so I just updated the Waze app in the phone. Press, as you can see, it responds really quickly. Much better than just normal wireless CarPlay device that you can connect to your car. Go back to the main menu again. Let's try how lag it is on this device. So as you can see, it has like really split-second lag for some reason, but it's not as bad as those wireless CarPlay device. Just when you swipe though, because every time you try to use any app in here, it pops up right away. There you go. So it's loading. Let's try the music. So I'm trying the Amazon Music. Okay, so it's on right now. Let's see if I can change. So I have to change the setting here. Let me see, I can change the setting. Okay, so I have to get out of the CarPlay first, and then change the source to Bluetooth. There you go. So as soon as I change the source in the car to Bluetooth, then it goes to Apple CarPlay, as you can see. So I can control from here now. So you have full-on access to the car speaker from the Apple CarPlay device. Let me turn that off so we don't get into trouble. And then let's go back. So the music works though, so I show you how you connect to the car speaker. Let's go back again, go back to the main menu. And what else? You would use the map, regular Apple map. Everything works as it is, and I'll show you, when I drive the car, and then when we use the map, and then how it looks on here, how big it is. I think this is the setting. Okay, so that's just went back to the main menu, the beginning that we started. As you can see, this is all connected. Yeah, everything else you can use: podcasts, audiobooks, messages, all the apps that is Apple CarPlay compatible, or Spotify. I mean, you have Spotify in your car anyways, but any other apps that, of course, Tesla doesn't have or doesn't provide for subscription, but you have on your phone and you have on your other devices, now you can use on the main screen of your car, which is really cool. Alright, now let me try something before we go out and test out the map. Let me try to get out the car, lock I'm gonna turn off the CarPlay, lock, and then we'll get in again and see if it's auto connect by itself. Right, getting out of the car, and then let's lock it. I would have to manually lock it because I'm at home. Okay, so the car is locked. I'll leave it out for a few seconds. Now my phone is in pocket, so I'm not gonna touch my phone at all. Get in the car, unlock, and then there, let's try to press on the CarPlay. See, I didn't have to press it. It just auto connect by itself. It just pop up this window right here. So it's cover this path of the window. I probably I would say 3/5 of the size of the display. So even though you are on the main display right here with your car, it kind of covered the car. So if I press it down, then it goes here. There you go. So for some reason, when it was in the full screen, it covered up the car, but you would have the CarPlay if it goes back here. So if, there you go. So sometimes it does cover the car for some reason. You see? So now this doesn't cover anymore. So it operates the same when you let's say press the main menu, and goes back. You see that? So CarPlay does the same, not every time for some reason. So if I do that, okay, now it does it every time. So I got a little bugs at the beginning. See, it does it every time now. Anyway, so yeah, so now you see, even though I went out, locked the car, came back in, it auto connect. I didn't touch my phone at all. So super quick too. It connected super fast. As you can see, it has like a really split second. I can tell it has that split second lag, but so far it's really good. You know, every time you try to use any app at all, it just popped up. So the responsiveness on using the app, opening, closing the app, a lot faster than like when you try to swipe for some reason. Alright, now let's go test out the map on Apple CarPlay and see how it looks on the main display. And again, this is not a browser, a lot more responsive, and you just get in and then it connects by itself. Now let's go test it out. Right, now let's go test it out and see what it looks like while I drive the car, especially using the app or map apps on Apple CarPlay. So let me first show you what happens if I put the car in reverse. So you still have the regular functions in the car, like reverse camera and the two left and right fender cameras. And when I put in drive, it will disappear. Just have to press this again, it will just come back. Now let's start with Waze. All right, let's go. So what I like about Apple CarPlay or even right Android Auto compared to Tesla map, it's that this direction right here is much bigger, much more clear right than the Tesla. As you can hear right now, on Cliff Rose Lane, it's outputting the audio in the car speaker. I just have to, as I showed you before, select Bluetooth, which is the phone device output, and we'll just output the sound on the car speaker. As you can see, the map responds right away and it looks really good. It's huge, much bigger than the Tesla map. That's why I really like then turn right on Griggs Road, you know, Apple CarPlay maps compared to Tesla map. Right, so we now know the Waze looks good and it outputs the audio to the car. I'm just gonna turn the audio off, so now I can just talk. And then let's change to I will do the quick stop right here and then change the app to Google app. So same here as the Google app. I'm just gonna search grocery store. It's super nearby and then start. So it's really
Head
easy to
southeast
use.
on Laurel Glen Lane
I
toward
can
Laurel
just,
Glen Circle.
you know, use everything through the touchscreen of the main display. Same thing here. It's much bigger than, you see the direction that they show, much
In 1,000
bigger
feet, turn left onto MacArthur Ranch Road.
than the Tesla map. I'm just gonna pause or turn off the audio or the sound real quick. See, everything really responsive on the map, just like what you would see on your phone. Here's a quick comparisons, the size between Tesla map for the direction and the font, especially the font that call out like the highway or the street. You can see it's much smaller compared to the Apple CarPlay font. Please, Tesla, fix this issue. Now let's change the app to regular Apple Maps. Search fast food, Subway. See, it responds, everything responds quickly. It only has that lag when you try to move around the display.
Subway. Head northeast on Laurel Glen Circle.
See,
then take
same
the
here.
first right onto
The
Laurel
call
Glen
out
Lane.
for the turn, left turn, right turn,
right.
or change the freeway. It's a lot bigger than Tesla map, of course, and super clean, super
right
bright.
onto Laurel Glen Lane.
And
turn right
one
onto
more thing that I want to
Lane.
point out, the difference here between the integrated device compared to those wireless device that I have tested before.
At the next stop sign,
it's
turn
how
right.
clean and how clear it is.
At the next stop
And then when
sign,
it never
turn
lag or pixelated, because sometimes when those wireless devices have to communicate through the IP address and browser, and your internet is not that strong, then it become pixelated or it's not as clear, as clean as this. Alright, now let's try different apps like PlugShare. So if you're driving, road trip and you need to find emergency charge, so as you can see, can move around, zoom in, zoom out, and find the places right straight on your Tesla main display, which is really cool. And yeah, hopefully they can improve on a little lag here, as you can see, but I love how clear and how it's super clean, not pixelated at all. Now let's see what happens if I use the FSD in the car. So as you can see, this no longer Apple CarPlay, but if I press this button, and the Apple CarPlay still appear, and you still have FSD on the left hand side, it just pop up on the right hand side here, and you can still use all the functions on Apple CarPlay while the FSD is operating. So when I came back from testing, I noticed when you leave the screen or the Apple CarPlay for a while and you don't use it and it just disappear, and you try to press on the icon right here and nothing happened, you just have to put your foot on the brake and then press to reactivate the car, and then press on the icon, then the Apple CarPlay should just come back. As you can see in the video, the Apple CarPlay maps works really well. You can use a lot of apps and different kind of maps on the display. I'm super happy now that I can actually use this device to project different apps on the main display, instead of putting the phone or the mount just for an option. The reason I said that, because the main Tesla map not quite reliable every single time. So every time we try to take a road trip, sometimes it takes us to the wrong route, or sometimes it takes us to a longer route to the destination. So I usually use either my another device that I can connect to the CarPlay here, or use my phone as an optional map to go to some destination. But now I can use this device and then have the map from Waze, from Google Map, from Apple Map to project on the main screen, and it's huge. It's big enough to use as a map. You can see it really clear, and I like the map on the apps much better than the map on Tesla, because it projects a lot bigger directions when you need to change or turn left or turn right or change the highway. So that's a huge benefit for me. But probably what I need for the improvement in the future for this device, it could, I don't know if that could be improved, if they can make it without any lag. At the moment it has some lag when you drag like this, as you can see, a little lag, but when you use it in the app or when you try to open the app, there's no lag at all compared to the previous version that you have to connect to a browser and IP address. And every time I get in the car, it connects every single time, no disconnect, no issue at all. And you have this icon or on off for the Apple CarPlay right on the main display. Let me know in the comment down below what you think about this new integrated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto device. As you can see, it's really easy to install. It shouldn't take longer than 20 minutes to install, and just follow my step-by-step instructions to install it. You should be able to install it yourself with no issue at all. And thank you so much guys for watching today's video. Make sure to put the link of this new integrated Apple CarPlay device in the description down below, and special discount code for you too. Don't forget to click like if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome contents like this. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth.